Hey everyone, it's Riley here. So I wanted to do a little bit of an update for y'all because I do have some news in regarding to the process of my correction surgery and where things are at with that. So there was definitely a big miscommunication because as far as I was aware, like I have right now up until April 2024 to be able to have surgery. I will probably actually have to get that extended because I definitely don't think like things are going to happen before then. But I was under the assumption that all I would need is just basically like to send off the request that I just need a correction surgery done after following my stage 1 because of the complications and stuff that I experienced, but that definitely was not the case. So I sent off paperwork in September, as I think I mentioned in my last video, and I just been waiting ever since. So we ended up getting actually a email in January, and we actually ended up finding out that my family doctor needs to send some paperwork in stating why I need the corrections done, like what complications I experience, and that these corrections are not just cosmetic, that they actually need to be done, and also that they cannot be done in Alberta for whatever reason, which, so we had no idea that this even needed to be done, or else I would have done that back in September when I initially like sent out the request anyways. So yeah, that is a little bit annoying. Like I had no idea, and it's just been now sitting here since September, like waiting for approval, and I'm just like, hey, like why is things taking so long? And yeah, to come to find out that we are missing forms and paperwork that needed to be sent. And I honestly don't know why like that took them so long to be able to tell us that I needed this. Like it just doesn't really make sense to me. But anyways, glad they finally got back to to us, and like I was able to send out the form. So I got him to fill out everything. We sent in like basically a portfolio of like whatever information they needed and sent it off. There was a couple things that I think my urologist needed to also fill out, so I forwarded it to them as well, and hopefully they were able to get that information and send it off, and hopefully we hear back again soon. But it's just, yeah, it was kind of annoying that I just had no idea that this was even something that should have been done or needed to be done, like I said, or I would have just been able to do it sooner. So it's just, yeah, a bit of a process. And anyone else maybe like who has funding or anything like that through Montreal, like for surgery, duly noted, if you have any complications and you need a correction, you need your family doctor to send in the request afterwards. But anyways, yeah, so it's a little bit annoying, but it is what it is. We're on the right track now. Hopefully that gets dealt with, like I said, soon enough, and hopefully we'll end up hearing back about a surgery date in the process of the correction surgery. So actually, speaking of, right now I actually have another follow-up today with my family doctor. I had some blood work done very recently, and there's a couple concerns that came back, and it's been something we've been watching, but my white blood cell count ever since 2021, after I had COVID, and also after I had my surgery in 2022, my white blood cell count has been like staying under where it should be, and we cannot get it back up to above where it needs to be. And it's just a concern because like after, you know, if I have another surgery or anything like that, like it's more risk of me getting sick or having complications, and that's something I do not want. So I'm not really sure what we need to do, but we need to do something so that I can hopefully bring that up above where it needs to be, and hopefully that means like, you know, I have less complications and concerns in the future once I have another correction surgery in my next stage 2 and 3, because I really don't want it to go even down even more, you know, following those surgeries. So it's just, yeah, a little bit concerning. I'll definitely keep you up to date on that and let you know where that's at. All right, so I'm back from my appointment, and I just wanted to throw this part in here because I wanted to just go over what happened. So we just kind of reviewed my blood work, and the thing that we're concerned about right now is the white blood cell count, as I mentioned already. But since 2022, after my surgery, it has stayed low, kind of went up a little bit, and now back down. So we're not really sure why it's staying low and what's causing this to go back down, and especially for so long. So we are doing two things about that. One, he's sending me for an ultrasound, something to do with something in my stomach that could be causing it. I'm not really sure, honestly. I'm not a doctor, but anyways, I'm getting an ultrasound done, so we'll see how that goes. That's actually booked on Monday, as well as a blood test that's also going to be done on Monday, which will be testing how my body is reacting to infections, and if there's maybe some other underlying things that is keeping my white blood cell count low. Maybe there's some sort of infection still there that I'm not sure or aware of from surgery. Honestly, I'm not really sure what's happening. So maybe these tests or results will give us a bit more clarity and be able to know how to resolve it going forward so that I can get above the threshold and also have hopefully less issues and complications in the next surgery, because I really don't want that to happen, like I mentioned already. But anyways, yeah, just wanted to throw that in here in case you guys were curious, and in case also I forget to put it in the next video. So yeah, the other thing I do want to touch on though too is that like this journey for me has been definitely a lot longer than I expected. I started this journey back probably about actually 10 years ago when I first initially came out as trans. I went on a wait list, and I can maybe make a whole separate video on this, but it's been a 10-year journey of this process. And I think a lot of times, you know, from what I've seen some of my friends even experience, or people that I've been following on social media, is like some people have surgeries and have all of them done within like 3 or 4 years, and very close together. And that's great, like that they have that opportunity and be able to do so. But like for me, like I said, it's been 10-year journey, and even still I'm sitting almost 2 years since my first stage, and I've not had any other surgeries or corrections or anything like that since. And it's just been a lot longer of a process than I initially expected. But I'm still here, I'm still pushing forward. It's just something that I am proud to be able to talk about and share my story and experience so that others can see, like, you know, no two journeys and no two people are going to look alike. Every process is going to look different. And also too, like, the complications and stuff that I have experienced, I don't see a lot of people sharing openly about, because it's vulnerable, like you, and talking about the complication rate is just something that it's scary. It's something that not a lot of people want to hear either, but it's something that is happens. And you know, to be able to have other people to be able to talk about it, it's just something that I want to be able to do so that people can see, like, even with complications and stuff, you can still get through it. It just might look like a different process and a different journey than most people are used to. But yeah, I want to be very open and transparent about my whole process in this journey and this experience. But if at any point anybody has any questions, as always, feel free to put them down in my comments down below, because I'm always open to answering them honestly in the best way that I can. But I appreciate you all watching my journey thus far, and again, like, you know, just appreciate you being here and supportive of my journey. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will be posting again soon. But that's it. Bye for now.